Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another extra. You know, it's been enlightening reading these pamphlets of Islam. You got what I'm saying? It really have. I hope that the Islamic community does not feel I'm being disrespectful. I'm hoping that they're really understanding my message and why I say the things I've said about Muhammad, the first, the final prophet of God. I really hope you do. You feel what I'm saying? Because see, if you can read and write, why Muhammad, a black African from out of Africa, from out of Kemet, couldn't read and write? You get me? Why? Why did y'all need an African to spread the message of Islam in Africa? Why? Why? Because people gravitate to familiar things, right? Cool. Look, like I said, you with the Nasty Pastor. We're going to get into the next section of this pamphlet. And the next section of this pamphlet is called Muhammad, the Man. Let's boom, boom. Hold up. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's roll. Muhammad was born in 570 CE in Mecca. He was orphaned at a young age. His father died before his birth, followed by his mother 6 years later. Muhammad's grandfather and then his uncle cared for him for the remainder of his youth. As a result, no single figure molded Muhammad's belief and outlook on life. As a young boy, he worked as a shepherd. This was significant as he noted much later. All the prophets of God were shepherds. Muhammad then adopted the premier Arab occupation of trading and was widely respected for his integrity and sincerity. However, despite his intelligence, he could not read or write, nor was he skilled in composing poetry, a hallmark of Arab society. Therefore, the claim that Muhammad authored the Quran is unfounded. To this effect, God declares in the Quran, Muhammad does not speak from his own desire. The Quran is nothing less than a revelation that is sent to him. Let me pause for a minute. Let me just pause for a minute. You got a minute, and let me say this. You got what I'm saying. Use a U and a O must be the same in Arabic language. You feel what I'm saying? It must be, because see, I've seen this name spelled M-O. Right here it's spelled M-U. You feel what I'm saying? So, another thing that I'm understanding is that Muhammad was raised, if not by Arabs, he was raised in a culture that understood Arab culture. You feel what I'm saying? Because this child, as I said, his grandfather and his uncle never molded him into any cultures. You see what I'm saying? So as a child, he went out and gravitated to what he felt, I guess, was right. You get what I'm saying? Was right. I would never say that because he's a Muslim, he's wrong. I would never say that. You feel what I'm saying? We gravitate to what we feel is righteous in what we read, in what we see, in what we our interactions within that culture. You see what I'm saying? So kudos to this man for finding a culture that uplifted his life. Kudos. Prior to prophethood, Muhammad was greatly regarded for his superior character and exceptional manners, earning him the title of the Truthful One. Meccans entrusted him with their possessions for safekeeping, and he was often asked to mediate disputes as an impartial judge. At the same time, Muhammad detested the polytheistic Arab customs and did not participate in adultery. He was also deeply bothered by the many social evils in Arabia, such as the ill-treated treatment of women, widespread of alcoholism, constant warfare, and the subjugation of the poor. He often escaped the atmosphere of Mecca to a cave outside the city, isolating himself for days at a time in meditation. Although Muhammad's pre-prophetic life was highly reputable, it does not indicate that he was posed to make any significant worldly impact. Yet these life experiences and the development of his character were God's way of preparing Muhammad for the monumental task ahead. Now, we spoke in the last, that's the end of this, but we ended end of this part of the pamphlet, but as we spoke in the last extra, you know what I mean, like I'm going to read this top part. It says, Muhammad was the final prophet in a long line of messengers sent by God, which included among others Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. And Muhammad is after Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? Here you go, a list. Peace be upon all of them. Here you go, a list. This is how the Arabs feel that Muhammad is the last, the final prophet of God. And you're going to sit here and tell me, you know what I mean, that Jesus, you feel me? Jesus never existed. Never existed, but there's credit due right here in a Muslim Islamic pamphlet that says Jesus was a prophet. You feel me? A prophet. Yeah, a prophet. And when you think about the names, listen to me now. The names now, we're talking Adam, we're talking Noah, we're talking Abraham, we're talking Moses, and we're talking Jesus. All them Jews. All them Jews. They are of the Jewish culture. So when I explain to you, no, this 2025. So when I tell you, Judaism was converted into Islam. You understand me? You get me? I know what I'm talking about. You got it? I know when the devil partake, you get me, in a division of Islam. Learn how to use that as a tool to do what? Crush the black community again. You understand me? Crush them again. And it seems, if you're really thinking and if you're really understanding, it seems that we really fall victim to anyone that wants to present religion to us. You get me? It really seems we fall victim. And the reason we fall victim is because what? We know the demiurge is real. We know we are to follow the commandments of the demiurge. What we are doing is blinding ourselves and falling victim to the material items that we see that the person, the oppressor that is presenting religion to us. And we're feeling that, okay, let me follow this person, let me follow that person to have that material item. Take your mind, take your heart off of money. You get me? Off of money. Because you need money to buy these material items, unless they're being given to you. And if they're being given to you, and you can't sign your name somewhere that says you own this, then it's not yours. They're able to take this away from you anytime they want to. Then it's not yours. You only have that for a period of time. You understand me? So I say this to you once again, stop being someone's prey. Stop falling victim, being a victim of religion when you know the truth. You feel me? We was born in the truth. We was born to understand the demiurge commandments. Now let's stop falling victim to it. You get me? I love you, and I'm out.